everyone, welcome to Sunny Day Stamping. I'm Julie Baca and I am so glad that you're here today. We are making just a super cute little gift bag purse thing. I think this is just so cute for a way to give a gift card and some candy, just some little treats, some jewelry or whatever. Perfect for birthdays. And I also, at the end of the video, you'll see how many of these I made. I have a bunch of examples to show you, but I made some out of Christmas paper that are so cute. The nice thing about this project, these are so quick and easy that you really can make multiples like you might for the holidays. So now all the measurements for this are on my blog post. There's a link in the description of this video that'll take you right over there. You can get the measurements. You'll see additional photos just so you can get more ideas of how to make your own. And if you want to make yours look just like mine, you can purchase all the supplies right from there. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to give a little shout out. It is Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary. So during the month of October 2023, they've got a really big bonus, join bonus. If you want to join Stampin' Up, you can get 35% off your starter kit, which is normally just $99 anyway, or you can get 35% more in your starter kit. So if that's something that interests you, leave me a comment or reach out to me. I'd love to help you decide if that's something that's right for you. But really, if you buy craft supplies a lot, man, no reason to pay full price on those. You get a great deal on your starter kit and 20 to 25% off all your future purchases as long as you're a demonstrator. And Stampin' Up doesn't require you to like demonstrate anything. You can be your only customer if you want, or you can share what you love with others. But all right, let's get started on this project. So here's our cute little bag, and it actually holds quite a bit of goodies, and I'm just so geeked about these. I think they're so cute. And in the examples, I'm going to show you some for fall and some for Christmas, just depending on the designer series paper that you pick. Now we're going to be using the Sending Cheer bundle. This is a stamp and die bundle, and I love to get value when I buy something. So if I'm going to buy something Christmassy, I want to look to see, can I use this for other things? And this set fit the bill for me. And for one, I absolutely love little tags. These have several tags that you can cut out. So obviously these ones would be used for Christmas, but these are like everyday tags that you can use for gift giving, putting on cards, or these cute little these cute little bags. So I think this bundle is an awesome value just because it's going to be so versatile. I mean, you can use these presents for birthday. So when you buy it together as a bundle, you get 10% off. So if you think you're going to use both, buy them as the bundle to save money on that. So one reason I love this project is, well, for one, two reasons. One, this is so quick and easy. This is a very simple bag, but you do not need that many supplies. You need one square of designer series paper, a coordinating color for the handle, and then one color of ink. And then you're just going to pick a ribbon that matches all your stuff. And that is it. Now I am going to use that bundle to cut out one heart from a scrap of designer series paper and 2 labels. You know what? I changed my mind. This set comes with 2 little hearts, so there's no reason why not to cut out 2. All right, so we'll run this through our embossing machine. Just one pass. Like, this is so quick. Now you can stamp on your labels before you throw them through the cut and emboss machine, but I don't know. I go either way on this. So we're just going to put some cutie patootie little things on there. Now we're just going to do some very simple scoring. You could do this on your paper trimmer, but I noticed for 3D projects, the better the scoring, the more in line your project is going to be. So I do like to use my scoreboard for this. Now, the first measurement, the first score lines we're going to do are going to be along the middle and they're narrow, and this is the bottom of your bag. So you're going to want to decide, you know, which way do you want your bottom of your bag, so that when the flaps come up, your design is going to be pretty. So I'm going to make sure my design is going horizontally, landscape wise, before I make these first two score lines at 2.5 and 3.5. Now all the measurements for this are over on my website. There's a link in the description of this video for that, but let me show you. My email subscribers will get this print and make project sheet in my weekly email. So if you'd like this, you can sign up. There's a link in the description of the video. And if it's past the time that I've done this video and you still want the project sheet and you're on my email list, just email me. I'm happy to send it to you. So, okay, so now we've made these initial score lines, which is going to create the bottom of our bag. Now you're just going to rotate it like this and do 2 more score lines. So we're going to do 1.5 and 4.5. Now, this designer series paper is thinner than cardstock, so you don't want to like mash really hard because you could definitely cut through this. So just use a decent amount of pressure, but not too much to cut it. So now I like to go ahead and do 2 folds. We're gonna fold along those initial score lines that we made, creating the bottom of the bag here. This just helps me visualize what is going on. So now we're gonna put this in the paper trimmer. You could do this by hand if you want. We're gonna just cut up to those score lines that are the bottom of the bag, and we're gonna cut. So we're going to make 4 cuts towards that bottom of the bag. You can do that by hand, but I like to use my paper trimmer. So I'm going to put it in at 1.5, and I'm going to double check, is my score line in the trough? Yes. And then we're going to use the paper cutter, and we're only going to cut down to this horizontal score line, and you're going to feel it. But you could also check yourself on this side. This first cut is going to come down to 2.5. Open your paper trimmer, move your blade down, and then we're going to come up from the bottom, stopping at this score line, which is at the 3.5. And that's it. Now we're going to move it over and do it again. Line it up at the 4.5. So making sure, is my score line in the trough? Yes. You're going to bring it down to that first score line, and then move your blade down to the bottom and come up to the score line. And then, so really, that was so simple. So you've got this one main section, and these flaps are what are going to fold in to make your bag. So now we are going to just fold in that little tiny fold line that's left, since we've cut most of it off. And you just want to use your bone folder on 3-day projects just to make sure you get a nice score line. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you in the at the beginning is you do need this trio punch. Well, I guess you don't need it. You don't need it. You could definitely make the bag like this. So it just folds up like this. But then it would be square. But I wanted to do something pretty on the edges. So we're going to use this trio punch. And I'm going to use this scalloped edge right here. And let me show you a trick. So we're going to fold these out of the way, and we're going to put it in our paper punch and punch it down. Now, in order to get the same symmetrical scallop on that side, we actually have to flip our paper over and put it in like that. So now they are symmetrical on both sides. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do it on this side. Move these out of the way. Put it in your punch this way. Then flip it over and do it again. So now we're going to do some gluing. I'm just going to get out my silicone craft mat. Now let me show you where to put this glue. So we're going to put glue at the top of this one and the bottom of this one on this side. And then on these, we're going to put them in the middle. That makes absolutely no sense. We're putting it on the opposite side. Why did I say middle? I guess because these go to the middle. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so we got glue on there and then glue on here. And we're going to fold these in. So this flap goes into the middle, and this is going to go on the outside, and those will glue together like this. And I'm going to press them initially, but then I'm going to look, is this square? Is this square on the table? And then I can also fold these up and make sure nothing is protruding. And then when I like it, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to push on here to really set that glue in. like that. Now you're gonna take your handle and take your bone folder, and we're just gonna, with just a little bit of pressure between your thumb and the bone folder, run it along the edge so that it curves your handle so that you're not gonna get a crease in your handle. Now this is gonna be a little too curved. It's almost like a circle. So these ends I'm gonna put together and just kind of rub those straight so that you kind of get this shape like that. Now to attach this is going to be really easy. We're just going to put a strip of glue down the middle of this inside flap on both sides. And the way I designed this project is so that this handle is going to be glued down inside of this little bag, so it's going to be really sturdy and be able to hold more. You could, if you don't have the coordinating cardstock, you could cut a piece of your designer series paper to do this also. And if it's shorter, that's okay. You can just attach it to the back of this flap, but it just won't be as strong, but it should be plenty strong. Okay, so now we've got this. You guys see what's going on? I might not have been explaining that very well. So now we're going to put some glue right along here. Well, you can put it all over here, but you really want to make sure the glue is up towards the top of this bag so that when we fold this in, it's going to hold that nice. Look how easy that is. Now I'm going to set this on my work surface and put my bone folder inside here just to mush everything down, making sure there's good contact between the paper and the glue so that we get a nice seal along that edge so it looks really sharp. Now we'll do the same thing on this side. So we're going to turn this around and put glue over here. Really getting those edges good so that this looks really clean, you know? You don't want it to look warped and weird. Okay, and then lay it flat and do it again. So there you go. And with the designer series paper, it looks so cute on the inside. Now, obviously decorating this, we're just going to put some ribbon on there and tie those tags in there. But I want to show you another way to do it. If you don't want the designer series paper, because it is a little flimsier than cardstock, you can make this out of cardstock. So making this out of cardstock is going to be thicker, and it's also not going to use as much designer series paper. So if you have a scrap of designer series paper, you can make a beautiful, beautiful bag too. So the measurement for this little piece of paper is on the back. I put a variation. So this is going to be 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and we're going to score it at 2.5 and 3.5. And then we're going to punch this so that the edge matches the top of our bag. And now we're just going to fold on those fold lines, making sure everything is nice and straight. And then we're just going to glue this on our bag here like this. Oh no! I scored in the wrong spot? No, I cut the paper wrong. Okay, the paper that I have, the dimensions I have written down are going to be right, and it's going to give you just this nice little edge there instead of having it go all the way straight. All right, I figured out my problem. My scoring measurements were wrong. They'll be right on my website and right on that project sheet. And so the way to attach this to your little bag is to put glue on the base of it. And then you got to find where you put your bag. All right, here it is. So now with glue on the base, you're just gonna set your bag down on top of it. And before you really set it in place, you wanna make sure, is this centered? And so once that is like, do we have a perfect edge all the way around? And then you can press it down so that it sticks really well. And then you're gonna put glue on the flap and just put it right in place like that. Then you're gonna repeat on the other side. Okay, now to decorate, we're just going to take our tags and put them on top of each other so that the holes line up. And then take your whatever ribbon you're going to use and just thread it through the hole. And I like to use the just the stylus end of my take your pick tool just to push it through. It just makes it so much easier than trying to wrap it around. Well, it's easy when I'm not on camera. I'm serious. You ribbon act up every time I get on camera. Oh my goodness. You guys. There we go. First try. All right, then you just tie it on the handle. And now we've got these adorable little hearts. So I take the putty end of my take my pick tool. Take your pick. I can never get that right. And it just holds that tiny little piece of paper front, so I'm not struggling to get it off of the table. And then I'm just gonna place it right there. Isn't that precious? And now we have another one. We'll put it on our other bag. So here are the super cute ones that we made, and I used the ribbon duo pack. These come in a pack of 2 and they're gonna match your paper perfectly. Look at all these other ones from the same pack of designer series paper, same stamp set, same die set, same pack of ribbon. The only thing I added was a different color cardstock for the handle and a different color ink. Wouldn't these be great for like a bridal shower or baby shower favors? So this stamp set has that that present. So I stamped on top of a piece of designer series paper and cut that out with the die. And then this one, I cut out the paper, the present with the designer series paper, but then used the die for the kind of embossed looking ribbon. Now those examples were using this Hello Irresistible designer series paper, but let me show you the way it looks with just by choosing a different designer series paper and then the coordinating ribbon and ink. These are perfect for fall using the Fresh as a Daisy designer series paper, and I just wanted to show you how much you can cram into these. Tea bag, gift card, chapstick, some candy. Look at that! Now I also made some Christmas friends. I just chose the Merry Bold and Bright designer series paper and then used different elements out of the stamp set to create these adorable little gift bags. Oh, and this one is the present that is just stamped and then cut out. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. You can also click that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified the next time one of my videos can come out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.